gonna.
I'm going to call this meeting to order. It is 3:00 on August 5th, and we will start with roll call. Schoonover,
Here.
Kramer,
Here.
Welty,
Here.
Frank,
Here.
Severson. We have a quorum. Verification of open meeting laws. This has been properly posted. We have a 10-point agenda. Do I have a motion to approve the agenda?
I move to approve the agenda.
Frank, second.
So we have a motion by Welty with a second by Frank to approve the agenda. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All those opposed? Motion passes. Our next item is appointment of chair. I now open the floor for appointments of board chair of the Hoc EMS District Formation Committee.
I move to appoint Frank as the chair.
We have a motion by Shirley Welty, by Supervisor Welty, to appoint Supervisor Frank. Are there any other nominations for chair of the committee? Are there any other nominations for chair of the committee? Are there any other nominations for chair of the committee? Do I have anyone who is willing to make a motion for a unanimous ballot to be?
I make that motion.
So we have a motion by Supervisor Schoonover.
I'll second.
The second by Supervisor Cranston to unanimously approve Supervisor Frank as the committee chair. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, nay. Motion passes.
All right, thank you. At that point then, I will take over. Let's just get the vice chair taken care of right away then. So I'd like to open nominations for the vice chair of the ad hoc committee.
I make a nomination.
Thank you. So we have a nomination for Shirley Welty, or Supervisor Welty, for the vice chair. Any other nominations? And for nominations for the vice chair. And one more time, any other nominations for the vice chair? Hearing none, I'm looking for a motion for someone to phrase I need. Unanimous, casting unanimous ballot for Supervisor Welty.
I make that nomination. Make that.
I'll second that. Okay. All in favor of that, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right. Thank you, Supervisor Welty. Hopefully you want it. Okay. All right. Item number 7 then is discussion and possible action to establish a committee timelines. And I think the topics on this are: how often do we want to meet? Yes, this committee right here. Yes.
And would this be until the district takes over?
Well, this would be as that transition happens. So yes, I don't want to say when they actually take over. We've got to see what that transition looks like. Right. So what are our timelines? And do we want to meet once a week? Do we want to meet once a month? Do we want to meet as needed? That's going to be one of the topics. And do we want to set timelines for the meetings that we want to have with townships? We can also bring that up under item number 8, criteria for assisting municipalities. So I think initially we wanted to decide how often do we plan to meet to get this ball rolling.
I would recommend nothing less than once a month. And we get it going.
Every other week for a little bit.
I was gonna say, yeah, twice a month. to start with? We can always change it later.
First and third Wednesdays. Does that work for everybody? It would work. I would think we'd get more people here if we had it a little later in the day, say like 5 PM instead of 3.
Wednesdays for me, I'm in Madison every Wednesday.
Okay, let's not have it on
So,
Wednesday.
but early in the day works for me. I don't know, I'm not sure. Initially, yes, we want participation, and I think that's extremely important. But I think we'll be getting that participation as we roll this out into the townships.
Yeah.
I think initially we need to build what we
Yes.
hear. So I guess I would encourage something early in the day, it's 3 o'clock.
So when the first week of the month is really busy with all of our board committee meetings. Wednesday is the only day of the first week that I'm available. If we went to the second, then it conflicts with township meetings too. So I guess I'm in favor of the first Wednesday, but I thought needs to be early, that does restrict attendance from others. But it's really from the public perhaps, but it's not fair.
Yeah, I think it's about, I would agree, I think it's about our progress and us getting the plan together. And if we meet
Bob, how early can you meet on Wednesday?
Don't make it too.
7 AM.
Oh my God, no,
I'm fine with that.
no.
I'll leave for Madison at 4 o'clock.
Okay.
We'll have anytime before that.
How about in the afternoon?
PM,
See, on the second, fourth Wednesdays,
First,
would that work better for you, Shirley?
the first, the third are fine.
Okay,
Just,
would 2 o'clock work for you?
that's fine.
okay, so I'm gonna,
First and third?
okay, the thing, I'm gonna ask the county administrator how the calendar schedules.
Looks like that would be, this room would be available.
All right, so we're gonna then plan for the first and third Wednesdays of the month at 2 PM.
Okay.
In the county boardroom. So there is, someone want to make that motion and we can move forward?
I'll make that motion. Make those dates available for our meetings.
Okay,
To begin with, at least.
yes,
And I will second.
okay. We have a motion and the second for a meeting, starting to be on Wednesdays at 2 PM, the first and third Wednesdays of the month. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Anyone opposed? All right, so I think that's our starting point. I think that's good. Item number 8 then, discussion and possible action criteria for assisting municipalities. You got a couple of things in your, couple of handouts and they are not on the online at this point. I came up with them just today, so we can get them put up later. There's 2 things. One is a steering committee charter. I guess I'm going to ask this committee to look it over. We don't have to make a decision on it today. In the end, it's not ours to decide, but it's a beginning for what a governance would look like for a district. All right. The other one is a regional EMS district planning. It's from the EMS district planning manual, and it's a template. It's just a template for the townships and municipalities to adopt if they want to be part of a district. Again, this is information for you guys to look at, to look over, come up with ideas and changes. It's nothing, I don't think there's any decisions on that today. I think the decisions that discussion we should be having is maybe a list of the criteria for what we're going to do in assisting the municipalities into transitioning. That could be, but
I would add to that, that we originally, when this committee was formed, we talked about holding 2 initial meetings and inviting towns in Richland County to attend. It'd be worthwhile to get those dates scheduled.
I think that'd be a great idea.
Now, those meetings would be above and beyond the regular committee meetings,
Yes,
because at 2 o'clock in the afternoon, most of these people probably won't be able to make it from.
it would be at a different date.
Yes, yeah. Somewhere in the evenings, closer to me.
So how do we, I think that's a great idea. Do we want to set those up for August?
Yes.
Okay, so how do we go about picking dates for those two times in August? Thankfully, it's August 5th. So let's look at calendars and let's pick some dates, and obviously we're gonna have to announce it to people. Get the time frame for that.
So we also discussed that having our board chair send a letter to the towns. So that letter could include that invitation.
So would that be the same letter that you worked on with?
It's a draft, that's what we're here.
Also, this is just my thinking. Beyond the townships, we have EMS help from Casanova, Yuba, Viola, and Lone Rock. I think we should send them the letters too, inviting them to come in and join us in the
That's
discussion,
perfect.
because we're gonna be working with these people
Yeah.
as partners.
As it was discussed thus far, that letter would be sent to all the townships in the county, not just the townships that are using.
But I mean,
EMS, but you'd like to.
I would
make sure that we
invite the
include
EMS people themselves.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
And you part.
Can't hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's more inclusive rather than.
Because the EMS that we are running here, we definitely need to work with the other EMS as partners in this. Back at the date, you want to, I would say, make a date for the final week in August. That would give us another meeting before we invite them to come in. and talk with us.
If we could pick 2 dates in August, would be good.
Okay,
I don't know when the other townships.
Well, Administrator, do you have the dates?
I don't have all of them, but
I got,
typically the last week of the month is free for most of these.
I got mine too.
And Westford meets the first Thursday of every.
I've got one on, third Thursday and the second Thursday, so
Is the 19th available?
I think if you stay away from Thursday, you'd be better.
Yeah.
The 19th is a Wednesday.
Yeah, okay, again, if it's in the evening, I'm out.
You're out.
We can't do that.
Well, I guess part of the discussion is, yeah, we can all be there for those meetings. I just have to think of the.
Well, how about the 20th?
20th is Thursday?
Yeah, no. You what?
You're not available?
No, that's, the every third Thursday of the month is a Legion meeting that I have to be at, because I'm the one that takes good down all the notes, takes money.
Well,
I like the money.
could we try to Tuesday?
You said the 18th is
We have a
coming
county
forward.
board meeting. Tuesday the 18th.
Then
So if we went to the next week. It is the 26th or the 27th.
why don't we just shoot for one meeting this month and have it on the last week of the month?
Do you prefer the 26th or the 27th?
26th.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, Bob.
27th.
25th or 27th?
Sort of the 27th.
What's that?
I'm headed to Minnesota on the.
How about the 25th?
25th looks good.
Room open?
On the 25th?
Yes.
Okay,
Okay, let's do that and pick a time.
5 o'clock?
That's too early.
Ooh,
That's a
maybe
little-
6
6.
o'clock?
I would say 6. You got some people that work.
Yeah.
Till 5, yeah.
And then I'd like to pick the second date too,
I agree.
so that we can include both of those dates in the letter.
Sure. Well,
Later,
September 1st is a Tuesday.
want to pick like the 3rd on the Thursday,
Nope.
just so.
That's
Fair.
Westford Township.
Okay.
And the fair starts.
Oh, yeah.
When does the fair start? After
always-
Labor Day.
It's always after Labor Day.
The
Well,
ninth.
Labor Day is until
So we could do the eighth. Eighth. It's a Tuesday.
It looks good.
September 8th.
No.
Isn't that the second Tuesday of the month for executive council? Executive
Yeah.
meeting?
Finance and exec.
I don't have it on my calendar.
Trish,
Yeah. I do.
isn't it?
Second Tuesday is executive and finance.
Well,
About the 15th. Yeah. I
how
hate
about the
to-
first? Why can't we do it on September 1st?
I don't really have a problem.
That is the city council meeting, it's the first of the month.
City council meeting? Yeah, but we don't want that.
What's on the second?
How about the third?
Oh, that's Bob again.
No, well, you know, if need be, I'll do that.
No,
No.
That's definitely not
No, we can.
September third. No, we can't do that, because that's when, yeah, we can do
We
that,
can do that
because the
because,
fair ain't till the next week.
right,
But did you say Westford is? the first
Westford
Thursday?
meets that night.
Well, we can't get,
That's why we're doing two.
that's why we're doing two, exactly. September 3rd,
Sounds good.
At 6 o'clock.
PM. Thoughts?
So you had suggested something, right? The dates. What did you suggest?
Well, no, I was just trying to suggest what the dates are and how we get that going. So yeah, that's.
So August 25th is the first one then,
Yes.
at 6.
So maybe we get the letter out soon.
So, Mr. Chair, would you? Chair?
Yes.
That letter? So I am aware that towns have met a time or two.
Okay.
To talk about this, but I don't know the status of.
And I think that would be, okay, I think that would be good for them to
And share.
come and share. For us to communicate with
This is
them.
just an information meeting.
Right, this is the beginning. So in that, so under the criteria for assisted municipalities, we have some dates. Anything, what else do we want to present at that meeting of of how we're going to assist? Or what are some of the topics we want to be able to say, this is what we're assisting?
Well, I think we need to explain that if they go to a district, there are funds out there that the state has to assist them to get started. They need, whatever they need. But they have to be the ones to write for that. It's a grant.
To me, it seems as though there's being need for some time.
Yep. And weren't we gonna offer that
Well,
through our attorneys?
Up to us.
I think
Oh,
I think it would be appropriate to at least have the county represented in some of that discussion. I don't know that our attorney can represent the county and them.
well, they can't because our attorney that we have for the county also represents municipal. Firm, yeah, firm does.
As long as there's not a confrontation between the two parties, it's still legal.
Well, I personally don't feel comfortable with that because we had a corporate counsel that did both the city and the
Yeah.
county, and I just did not,
I understand.
I didn't feel comfortable.
So I guess the question is, how do we resolve that if we're going to offer a trade? Yes.
Mr. Chairperson, what I would say is through the whole process, we have had Andy Phillips work with us related to the ambulance service and not Russell Law Firm.
Okay.
So we could definitely connect with Andy in regards to this versus Russell.
And then we pay for his services somewhat to get started.
Do we offer a block of time? Do we say,
5 hours,
yes,
I would say so. Up to 5 hours. And we should reach out to him to see if he wants to do this, of course.
pieces.
Mr. Chair, do the towns have legal counsel through their towns association?
Yes, they do.
Yes, they do.
That would be-
They
Should
should,
be an angle that they use immediately too, right?
I believe they have consulted at council already.
Some of
Heard
them.
that, I think I heard that.
And that's great.
But, and I'm grateful that they are.
Maybe to the council needs to get-
So our next.
It is.
18.
third Wednesday. We're gonna meet the first and third Wednesday for this. Talking about this committee, or we're gonna talk about the townships?
Oh, yeah. When's the next board meeting gonna be?
Our committee,
We're looking at right here,
The 19th.
the 19th,
the 19th. Yeah,
two.
When we talk about timelines, it seems like there's some critical those that we want to suggest meeting to be prepared for future budget cycles.
Trish, I have a question for you. Can't remember his name, the guy from Wisconsin Dells that ran the study on it for us.
Tina Sheckler?
He offered to come back and help us set up a district. Would it be worth our time to ask him to do that?
You can certainly ask him. I would want to make sure the towns were comfortable with him being of assistance to them. But yes, he did say that he is more than willing to come back and assist if needed.
Because he's done this before.
So it may be a topic we want to bring up that just.
At the first
If
meeting or
If
second
they'd
meeting.
like to have
Yeah.
access to. They may have someone else they'd like to. I don't know.
So, right. Say again,
That's second.
second.
What was the name?
What was the name?
Tina Sheckler?
Dana.
But as far as critical windows. For. Like to be prepared for the. Sure.
So, I don't know how many, I think we definitely have to set some timelines. I think we need to set a couple of initial target dates, and maybe those target dates will be who's interested.
Yeah.
But per referendum that from your,
Alleged.
well, no, from your townships and
Yeah.
from municipalities. Get us the referendum, you're not the referendum, get us,
Resolution.
get the resolution back to us that says you're interested. It's not committing, but at least we know you have an interest. Do we want to kind of, is that a topic that we want to bring up at that first meeting?
Definitely.
Yep.
And what are your thoughts of the timeline?
Well, we meet again September 3rd. Is that too far down?
We meet again August 19th.
August.
We meet the 19th and then our two meeting dates that we're having are the 25th and the 3rd. The towns, and so if we allowed the towns, provided time in that timeline for the towns. Have their township meeting.
Yeah, see, Westford meets the 3rd, so they wouldn't have a chance to really meet.
So
that day.
The middle of October, that gives us time in September to go to individual meetings if townships want us to.
Sure.
And we should put in that letter too, that if they have any questions, to reach out to us and we'll come to their town board meetings.
It does say that.
Oh, that's perfect. Okay.
I think it did.
I think it did too.
I've
A lot of
already,
letters.
I've already been to the two of mine. And that's no problem at all. If they have any questions, I'll just answer them when I can.
So, yeah, I would say by October. So our October meeting. First. Third Wednesday would be the 7th. 21st. So we has to have the resolution. Is that too fast?
Well, the 7th is Wednesday.
Yeah, but
We're meeting.
That's our meeting. So
it's our
early in the
meeting,
day.
so I'm,
Oh, I see.
so that we have information. Or we could have,
You think committee is that? Gonna have time, and I guess if they don't, then they'll have to let us know.
Extension.
Because, wow, really, what choices do they have? If
Well,
they don't want to be part of the district,
they're gonna tell us no.
well, then they're gonna have to come up with their own service.
Yep.
Right, and that's a choice, that is exactly what this is about, is the choices that they have and how we can assist in those choices. So,
7th.
well, we'd want it ahead of our meeting, so
So
if we set the
the 5th.
5th.
So that's not a meeting.
No,
Okay.
that's when they send in their
interest.
their interest.
Their resolution interest.
So kind of the rough schedule is we have these 2 meetings. If you offer to go, so that would be the 2 meetings are taking place by September 3rd. Then the rest of September would offer to go to township, like student. So that'd be like middle of September. And then we get back together, our committee gets together the first part of it. We have an understanding if it's interested in forming a district. And then what type of assistance they'd also be interested in, but they'd like to talk with Dana Suckler, but they'd like to work with someone else.
Well, and some of may go third party.
Right, we don't know.
We don't
that.
care.
What, yeah,
Yeah.
what their choices are is what
It's
we
up to
have to
them.
find out, which is why we're here to help guide. We don't have those
And
answers.
we should know that by October 5th. Decision. Which might go.
And what we're asking them is, are they interested in participating in formation of the district? It's not about which ambulance service they
Right.
would want to use, what type of service, it's about working as part of the district.
And they could also tell us before that too. if they want to go third party, that's up to them.
But I think that if they are interested in third party, they may be interested in forming the district.
Right, again, that's up to
There might be
them.
benefits to them in doing that, and it's their decision.
And we may find townships that aren't with the Richland piece that want to become. We don't know.
Or they might want to join some other district.
Exactly. We don't know. And that's what this is about, is trying to identify what do you want? How can we help?
Great.
And how can we encourage it?
You have to keep in mind too, some of your, like Westbury Township, Cass, that's Casanova, they also venture into South County too.
Well, I'm sure
And
you,
to
I'm
Muscatine,
sure
Yuba does.
does, Viola,
Yep.
everybody, because they're around,
They're on the
all
outside.
our partners are around the outside.
Okay, so do we have enough for our first, for this letter, and for the first meeting spot, or is there details that?
And just going through, I'm trying to, I'm wondering about, what other things are we going to assist with? Are we going to assist with data requests if they have data, information, data, and I think we should.
Yeah, because they
Funding
get it
data.
through the
Right.
Freedom of Information Act.
Right, exactly. And so I think that's something that's a good point. I think one of the things that we should assist them with is organizing the first steering committee meeting. That would be there, once things got together, it would be our job to help start that steering committee meeting. And
Would we offer to have a couple of people from the committee attend if they would like?
I would
They
think
like
so.
that?
Yeah, and I think one of the things is that we talked about is, do we want to have, how many, once you get to a steering committee, right, and you get to that, do we want advisors from the county board, probably from this ad hoc committee, to sit in on that, to help gather and help facilitate?
Well, I think we would need to be invited to do that.
I agree, we
Rather
would
than
be,
folks who are right in.
Because we have to funnel back to the county board sooner or later.
Well,
Best to be there.
yeah, I think we would offer to attend, whether they accept that or not is up.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
so that,
ours would be to present the first steering committee meeting to kick it off. If they want us there for that. And then guide them, if they choose. What you're saying, or am I?
Yeah, I think we want to work cooperatively and be supportive in ways that we can. Ultimately, formation of a EMS district is not a county function, and so don't want to force ourselves into the people that are doing that either.
Exactly.
You know, if they'd like us to have a couple people attend, I'd be willing to do that, maybe other people too.
Sure, I
But we
would,
might want to have designated people to make sure that their calendar can accommodate that.
Correct. And I
Well-
don't,
I guess we could too, since there's just 5 of us. If they pick a time and meeting date, some of us can't go, then somebody else would
are we
go.
willing to rotate that? around?
Yeah.
Sure.
Yep.
Okay.
Any or all, I would think. Only 5 of us, so.
Okay, so then let me just try to recap. Under criteria for assisting the municipalities, the talking points need to develop out of this, but we'll have time for that. I'm getting that the assistants will come in finding. Sorry, the assistants will come in attorney time of approximately 5 hours. The assistants will come in setting up the meetings with all of the members, all the interested members. It'll also be going to individual meetings, town board meetings or municipality meetings if need be. And
District meetings.
strictly, but
As their district meeting, as meetings are held in a district.
Right.
That we would offer.
the steering
to
committee,
have. Yeah.
Okay.
Their steering.
there's steering committee, right, yeah, there's steering committee.
That we would offer to participate in
Yeah.
that if they'd like to. If they'd like to. But we're not gonna reserve like,
right. And we could offer to that Dana
yeah.
Beckler would be maybe available to help them.
Answer questions or whatever, you know.
Are there additional resources we want to, like, experts or people who've done this recently successfully or unsuccessfully? Or other resources like that we could perhaps seek out and share?
Well, Dana would know that because he did mention Columbia County, wasn't it?
And there
Wherever
may,
Portage is at.
but I think someone other than Dana too, in case Dana isn't acceptable to them for some reason or another, but maybe another. Because there are actually 2 people that spoke at that meeting. James Small, thank you. Welcome.
All right, so then my understanding, the recap is we will assist with attorney time. To about 5 hours. We'll assist in meeting with the townships, having a township meeting, 2 township meetings. We will assist in going to the individual township meetings if they request it. We will assist in bringing in outside experts, which might be Dana, it might be someone else. information gathering, and we will help with the first steering committee meeting. Kind of our
That's a good first start.
One more thing I would add is that we'd actually draft a resolution, like this is one to build upon, but perhaps we could even fill it in.
Sure. Can we do that at the next meeting? Have
Yeah.
it ready for the next meeting? Okay.
And then the other thing is the letter that will go, including fighting, including states.
We'll send this letter out before our next meeting.
I would think so. I think we
Yeah.
can get that out
As soon as
right
possible.
away.
We can do it this week.
I think so, yep. It's the next meeting. Resolution. Okay,
And then one other thing for us to think about, not for the next meeting, but to think about is actually having a town hall.
oh, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe that'd be a good time to do that in September while we're waiting for what townships want to hear from us on. Or if they wanted to show up at third,
To do it later in the month in September, is that what you're thinking?
well, sometime in September, if we're catching, yeah, later in the month, because we already have one meeting, yeah.
Well, September 27th.
On Sunday? I'm not thinking of Sunday would be
Oh,
the best.
sorry, wrong month.
Hey,
Monday,
That's our executive.
that's
information.
executive finance, yeah,
What's happening on the 29th?
not much.
Okay, let's plan that.
target a town hall.
Should we make that even a later starting date for public figure?
You mean starting time?
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
Yes, I would. Do we do 6, start at 6? And then we can represent it at 7 if there's people coming in?
Yeah, 2 sessions.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, just kind of each 1 hour blocks. 6 o'clock and 7, that way we're really giving people the opportunity, if they can't make it at
6 and
6, they can make it at 7.
Where do we want to have it?
Ooh.
Want
Well,
to do
well. I can offer the American Legion Hall. It'll fit 135 people.
it's better than more than it is.
So
Is there a sound system for it?
no.
I'll work.
And the thing is that, if you get the room full and you have a nice deep voice or a good loud voice, everybody's gonna be able to.
Is there enough parking for that?
You got,
Oh, gosh, yes.
oh yeah, you got
Okay.
over by the flag park, you got in front of the building, you got along the side of the building, yeah. And you're not gonna get 100.
Do you have something you wanted to say about that?
The only thing I was gonna say is they've done them at the Phoenix Center before.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and that does have a sound system.
but the last couple times I've been there, the sound system hasn't been yet.
I'll break one in.
Can
We need
go
to,
to
I'll
the-
get one
can
to
we
bring
go
it
to
in.
the Phoenix Center instead, I think.
Oh, it doesn't matter.
I'm-
Well, we don't, so I would say the Phoenix Center is great if it's available,
Yeah,
and if not, then our the VFW or the answers are backup.
Well, I'll check the book today for that back room. And if I do it, I get a discount. So I'll take care of you guys.
yeah.
Okay,
So what I think is great is if we can get some of this traveling and larger group discussion before the weather turns and
Yeah.
before things, teen season and other things happen. Because some of these things will take some time in the formation of a district, other things will go kind of fast. working out bylaws and that whole process can be time consuming.
Thank you.
So in order to have this town hall meeting, we'll want to make sure that that's well known in the community that it's happening. So we need to figure out how to communicate that.
Well, that'd be easy. All I gotta do is go to Richland. Get some change. Put it on there.
Fortunately, other people don't skip all their information
No,
from there.
but a
right?
lot of them do. I mean, it spreads like wildfire.
So if we think about WRCO,
Ours is getting WSU.
the county website.
No, we usually put them on the sheriff's department because they have quite a large following.
There you go.
Sure, Facebook.
One option might be WRCO, if a couple of the committee members would want to do like a short interview with Todd from the radio station, and he could just do segments here and there talking about that. Wouldn't have to be full 45 minutes on the morning show, but they can do little segments.
Yep, like on their news type of thing.
How do we get this on the county website as a banner, like it is for the radio project?
Yep.
Here are the meetings that are coming up and.
That ought to be.
And then it was an announcement.
Yeah,
Yep, we can
yeah.
do that.
Absolutely.
Did you see me roll my
I'll put that
eyes?
motion in there. Once you get it.
I've done the morning show before, so, but you know, does Phil Nee still do that? Phil Nee still does that.
We're not some of those details.
Sure.
Yeah, I think some of that's the next meeting. I think we've targeted it like, so, I guess. I would like to see, because I think this is important, I would like to see an actual motion reference the items that we talked about. Pick on Trish just for a minute, because I tried to list them out as we were going. I think we're listed as attorney assistants, bringing in experts, having municipal meetings, having individual meetings with townships, having a town hall meeting, September 29th is added in there. And I think those are the items that we brought up for.
One other thing that we talked about is,
The October date, Monday the 5th. What the townships, they gotta get back with us on.
Oh, and then we'd like to have them have the information back to October 5th would be the other.
and one other item was that if district group would like to have representation from the ad hoc committee,
Yeah.
that we would offer a willingness to participate
Yeah, help us start in the first year.
if they would like.
If they would like. Is that clear as mud?
Yep,
The only other thing I had is you did talk about like data gathering if they want.
Yes, thank you. Thank you. And adding data gathering. So if we had a motion on that, I think that's going to give us the direction we need to start.
All right, I move that we provide, what?
Do the list that Trish has.
Provide assistance to the town's information of a EMS district through providing up to 5 hours of attorney assistance, data gathering, bringing in experts, inviting towns to attend a meeting. Our committee members, ad hoc committee members would be willing to attend township meetings, town hall. And that will offer to be part of the EMS steering committee if they would so like. And that the resolutions be returned by October.
We have a
Second.
motion and a second. We have further discussion. Hearing none, all in favor?
Hi.
All right. Next on the agenda is future agenda items. The things I can think of is the resolution draft we talked about, and then a talking points list. So as we go into the meetings, we have an FAQ prepared. We're going to have questions ready.
Q&A, yeah.
And I think that not only would we use that, we would share that with the other county board members.
Oh, absolutely, yes, yeah, great idea. Great idea. Any other thoughts on future agenda items?
An update on the letter that went out.
Oh, yes, okay.
There's any feedback.
Who does feedback go to?
In the draft, it's, the letter is signed by the chair.
Yeah.
It doesn't, currently, the draft one doesn't say who to contact any questions.
I think this committee should have, at least have that discussion as to who it responds to, and I think at this point, it should be the chair. Let's say this person is.
Our ad hoc committee
Oh,
chair
good
or the,
question.
or the board chair.
That's up to this group to decide.
I would say we should all be sounding, no, we should all be sounding. If anybody's got a question out there, they should be able to call.
Right, but who's the point?
You,
Yeah. it would be-
Okay, that's fine.
you.
So it would be my email that will be the response for that.
But I do think this letter that you're sending out should have all our
Oh, I see what you
names and numbers on it.
So are you suggesting, Bob, that the letter be sent by our ad hoc committee chair or the county board chair?
I think it's set by the county board chair as we originally agreed,
Yeah.
and that though the responses will come back to this committee. Is that the
I think
direction?
that's fair.
Okay.
And he's part of it too.
Exactly,
Yes.
right.
And it is our feeling that if it needs to be, we could add whatever we want for you to report to the county board meeting if there's any
Yeah.
progress or anything.
Well, the nice thing is this falls under public safety
Yeah.
and judicial, and I'm the chair of that committee, so. It
It ties together.
does there. Other future agenda item ideas.
What was the second one again? You said resolution draft back, update on the letter sent out,
Oh,
contact you.
And have a resolution draft.
and
I got
talking points.
Talking
Talking
points.
points. I'd like us to have an FAQ talking points next week, so we can all have the same answers, the same vision, the same ideas. So when we go to these meetings,
We're all in the same.
we're on the same page.
Yeah.
Questions will come up, and that's fine.
I think
We
it's,
need to have a basis.
I would suggest that we all, as we're talking with people in the community about this, we kind of track what questions we get, where
Good
is
idea.
it some gray
Kind of a-
areas or perhaps lack of awareness and
Kind of a diary of all the questions that we get.
and just how would we,
Yeah.
what do we need to include in this document?
And it'd be nice to see that then go up on the website as we get clarification on those FAQs, those questions and answers.
Right.
All right,
So one other thing is it worthwhile to reach out to the chair of the Richland Towns Association and make contact with that individual? And we see where they are with things and
Okay.
make sure you're. Because they do meet regularly and having lines of communication.
and I will just make that a point of this. Yeah, you had a question?
Yes, is there a magic number of municipalities that have to join before you go through the whole process?
There is.
Well, it's a magic number and it's a square mileage.
Mhm.
So it depends upon which you get. Yeah. It's either a number of municipalities or a number of square miles of service area. You have to hit one of those two, which I don't think is,
Is it a 5 and 2/3 or something like that?
yeah.
Does that sound right to you? I don't.
I
Yeah,
didn't bring the statute with me.
I looked it up recently. I write it down. It's flow.
So if that isn't reached, then
It's up to the towns.
And the towns will have to figure something out.
that's what.
And the towns would need to.
want to be Debbie Downer, but I went to the Monday meeting, city. And it was pretty overall, they wanted to go eventually look at the, in circles.
Oh, that's up to
That's
them.
up to
And that will
the
be,
district.
right, and that will be, yeah, that will be up to the district in the end, how they want to service.
So it could be two
Municipalities
things.
were there.
It could be two things. It could be either the city could do that on their own, or the city could do that with the district.
So if all of the municipalities were represented at the meeting, it wasn't just the city.
Yeah.
And I'd like to be the Pollyanna, but I didn't come away with it.
Well, in the end, it's their decision.
Yeah.
It's not our decision,
We will help guide
you know?
Yeah.
and get them started. That's where we have to be.
Thank you.
All right, any other future agenda items? Thank you for the discussion. Thank you for the first meeting. I think we've got good target here. Item number 10, motion to adjourn. Looking for motion to adjourn.
Second that.
And anyone opposed?
Then you can stay.
Yeah. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Shirley?
Yeah, well, I'm sure they will.
So the meeting that you attended.
Municipalities were there.
Was it just, was it about this topic or something else?
It was about the district,
Okay.
and the, some small was there, gave a presentation. Very good, but the consensus. There's no way that anyone to municipalities will be.
But that's not the point of one municipality. That's why you have a district of all the municipalities. Those one municipality will spearhead. They all, it's just like a fire district. There's not one municipality that heads up a fire district. They
But
all
what
have
you're getting at is who is going to do that, and it sounded like nobody would take a responsibility of spearheading.
The nice thing is, if the district chooses to, they can hire somebody to do it. They don't have to take it as their own president or chair or whatever. They can actually say, we're so busy, we will pay some